Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sipoka Zifaki. So today we are doing a story time. I will be telling you guys how did I find out that my mother died. Yes, it's a very emotional story. Sorry if ever I cry, just bear with me. So stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Let me give you guys like a background story, like a short one. I will make it short. So my father was working in Joburg, right? And also my mom was going to school in Joburg. I'm not sure the place. I'm not 100% sure where was my father working and also where was my mom going to school. But my mom was staying in Joburg with her parents. So what happened is my mom met my father, you know, that process and all the stuff, fine. So my mom, she found out that she was pregnant. She told my father that I'm pregnant and I'm still going to school, this and that. So they decided, you know what, let's take this kid to my mom. That's what my father said. Let's take this kid to my mom. So me, I was raised by my grandmother. And I'm the only kid that I know that my mom has. My father has 5 kids, 2 boys and 3 girls. And I have the older sister. I'm the second born on my father's side. So they decided to take me to my grandmother. She raised me. So when I was like starting to go to primary, like upper grades in primary, I think I was doing grade 4, if I'm not mistaken. My mom took me. She wanted me to go and stay with her in Joburg. So I went to stay with her. I didn't even finish oh Jesus, this fly. I didn't even finish a year staying with her because she was still young. As I mentioned, she was still young. She was always out there. So I didn't even finish a year staying with her. I had to go back home to go and stay with my grandmother. And then I finished my high school. She will come and fetch me like on June holidays, on Easter holidays, on December holiday. Like she'll always come and fetch me. I'll always go and visit her in Joburg. But each and every time I was go and visit her in Joburg, I'll always go to a different place each and every time I was going. I'm talking about Nelspruit, Soweto. She even went to stay in Jimiston. Like she was all over the place. Each and every time that I was going there, she was always in a different space. She was not always staying in the same place over. Every time I'm going there, it's a different place. Remember, I go like 3 times a year, but she was changing places. But I was not asking her anything that time because I was still young. I was enjoying being with my mom. But each and every time I was going there, I never saw her going to work. I only saw her once when I was like older. She was working in Shoprite. That's the only time that I saw her wearing a uniform going to school, like going to work. And I was like, maybe each and every time I'm there, she's taking like a day off, like not a day off. Maybe she's taking a leave just to be with me. That's what I was always telling myself. No problem. So the years go by. I started growing up. I started like demanding stuff from her. I started asking for stuff. Like she would come and buy, like my mom used to do each and everything for me. Like I don't want to lie just because later in years she abandoned me. No. She was doing everything for me. She used to buy me clothes, nice clothes, not just any clothes. She used to buy me nice clothes. She used to buy me toys and stuff. Like she was a good mom. But you know, there's no one that is 100%. There is that percentage that is short in each and every person. No one is 100%. So she was a good parent. Shem, I don't want to lie. Like she was nice. So all the memories that I have in my head, she was a good mom. Up until I don't know what changed. So I started being older. I started asking for stuff. So now I was seeing, it's not like I noticed that time, but as years goes by, that's when I was like, things were changing. like now I was no longer going to her more often like the way I used to go. Now she was only like, she would tell me that I'll come and see you, but now you can't come back with me. Normally she used to come and fetch me, we go back together Joburg. But in Ngoku, she used to just come as on born, and then she'll leave stuff like clothes, food, money, and then she'll go. Now we were no longer going to Joburg together more often like the way we used to do before. No problem. Me, I was super happy that I was seeing her. That's the only thing that matters to me, that she was coming to see me, and I was happy. Because, you know, like when you guys are growing up, other kids, they'll have parents zabo, and your mom is not there, you are raised by umakhulu wako. You see those things? Like sometimes, like you guys, you tease each other, like mama kakeko, don't, like those things. But me, I was super happy because each and every time she would come, I would break to my friends that mama moko and this and that. No problem. Okay, so I started demanding stuff because now, excuse me. So I started demanding stuff because now I was becoming older. Because I still remember I wanted a phone. There was this LG. I don't know. I don't remember the name of that phone. There was this LG. I'll try and find a picture and put it somewhere there. There was that LG that was opening like this. If you guys still remember, it was opening like this. It had buttons here. It like if we are Ivala, it looked like a touch screen with 3 or 4 buttons up his hands, and then you open it like this. There was that LG. So one of my friends had that phone, so I wanted that phone. But my mom couldn't buy me that phone that time. She bought me a Nokia Express. I had Nokia Express. She bought me that phone. Like now she was no longer like coming each and every time. When it's school holidays, she was no longer coming. Sometimes she won't even come. She will call me and tell me that I won't make it. I'm busy at work, this and that. She'll always make excuses. No problem. So, there's this year, she came to visit. She was supposed to take me back with her because it was long. I was not going, like, so this time around, like, that we'll go back together, Joburg. But she came with clothes, like as usual, with clothes and food, like and she stayed for like 2 full weeks. My mom, she was not staying like for too long. If ebefika, she'll stay like few days, and then ahambe. But that time she stayed like for 2 full weeks. Everything was fine. We were happy up until she told me that I can't take you back to Joburg. And she didn't have like a valid reason why she can't go with me back to Joburg. And even me, I couldn't understand. So I started crying. We started like not being in good terms. Ended up going back to Joburg because I remember taking her to a stop in, like where you take a taxi to go to town, from the village to go to town. So I was like, so you promised me that we're gonna go back together in Joburg, but now you are coming, you are changing the story. And the second thing, you promised me that you're gonna buy me that LG that I said I wanted, because I passed like in good grades, and then you said you're gonna buy me that LG that I wanted. And then she was like, I don't have money, you are demanding too much, this and that. Because I remember the last fight we had, it was about me demanding. That's what she said, that like at this point I'm always demanding stuff from her. Of which at that time I didn't understand anything about demanding. Ndandifuna izinto from umzali wami ondizalayo. Then ngaboni anything wrong with that. Okay, so I took her to a stop in, and then we had that argument. That was the last time I spoke with her. Normally my mom, when she goes to Joburg, she'll make sure I fikayo, even on the road, before she even reaches Joburg, she'll call me each and every time that, oh, I'm almost there, now I'm doing this, we are buying things to eat, this and that. But at that time there was no video call. She was just doing calls each and every time. It was the video call, I don't think it was there. What, like we were calling each other. That's what I was saying. She will call me and tell me we are doing this. When I get home, I'll call you. But that after that small argument, of which me and my mom, we used to like exchange words, but not in that, because I was still young. So besingekafikeleli to that stage yoba siyaxabana, yabo. So that was the first time like sithethe into engathi serious nanaye, because bendimncinci. So that was the first time that ngathi sithethe into engathi serious. So she didn't call me. I was like, okay, maybe uzandifona xa ifikayo. And I think she reached Joburg, she didn't call me. No problem. Days goes by and I'm phoning, her phone is going on voicemail. And then days go by. Mama one phone the other day telling me, oh, I lost my phone, this and that, this and that, this and that. But what was strange is that she lost her phone, but she's calling me with the same number that she had. And I was like, so in number yam what I bendine with numbers. So because she said to me, I lost my stuff. Ne? I lost my stuff. So also iphone was on the stuff. That's why ndingakwazanga phone. So I had to wait until I get a new phone. That's when I decided to call you. And then ngena with that. Then he happy that okay, on phone. Okay, sure. But again, after that call, she was no longer like calling, like all I said, mama man phone langalo, because ben phone la oko. Bekunjani esikolweni, like kufuna ntoni esikolweni, like ben phone la oko. But now she was no longer calling me like the usual ways that she used to call me. Okay, no problem. Aibo, lihambe ixesha. And there is this time esikolweni bekufuna imali. I don't remember it was for what, but they wanted money. And my grandmother, you had to wait up until like a month end, up until afumani social grant. That's the only time that you can get imali from umakulam. So umakulam didn't have the money. I had to call my mom and ask her. Her phone was going on voicemail. She's not picking up. It's not like she's not picking up. It's going straight on voicemail. So I used to cry. I used to like try over and over, like trying to call her, but it was going on voicemail. So I had to wait up until my grandmother has the money, and then I take it to school. I was trying to call her. Her phone was going on voicemail. So I thought maybe she lost the phone again. She's gonna call me when she gets a new phone. She has my number on her phone book. This and that. But she was not calling. Comes December, dololo. No Christmas clothes, nothing. Like Utatam used to also buy clothes for me in December. So I used the one that he bought for me on that December. Because he used to buy the clothes, but I'll wear them in January because I won't be there. Each and every time they were coming home, me, I was not there. That's why, like, when we were still young, me and my siblings, we didn't have that much of a relationship because I didn't know them, they didn't know me. Excuse me. When they were coming, me, I was going to Joburg. It was like this, each and every time. So starting from that year, that's when I started staying at home, got December, because my mom was now not coming to come and fetch me. Got June, she's not coming to come and fetch me. That year, waphela, the whole year waphela, mama makafikanga. The following year, mama makafika again. So this other day, I'm doing a washing kamakula. I used to do my grandmother's washing. So I'm doing her washing, I'm outside. I was like, let me just try and call my mom's phone again, yabo. And then I try and call her. I call her. The phone was going on voicemail. But the last time it rang, yabo. So, but no one was picking it up. And then I put the phone on charge. Me, I'm outside on the other side at the back of the house. But there is a twin plug that is going outside, that is going through a window, so that I can charge my phone through a window and then put my phone on the window. Like now I'm looking at this window as if it was this one. So there is a plug that I can plug my phone and charge it. And also while I'm still outside, I can still listen because I was listening to music. So I charged my phone through a window and then I put it on the window. I continued listening to music, doing my grandmother's washing. As I'm doing the washing, and then my phone rang. Like at that time, there was not a, like, you just get a random call from your friend or something. Unless you go 100%. So when there is 100%, that's the only time you can get a call from a friend. Other than that, as we're not buying airtime. We just get a 5 rand there and there. No one cared about the airtime at that time. I think it was 2012. So my mom called me. She called me back. Then let me not say my mom called me back. The number that I normally call my mom in called back. Ne? So I picked it up. And then I picked it up. I said, hello. And then this woman that was talking on the phone, it was my mom's friend. Because I knew her. Because when I was going to my mom, it's not like she was not taking me to the old... When when you visit, she used to take me to Mama Kantoko's. If ever like she's going out, if she's going somewhere, she'll take me to Mama Kantoko's. I'll spend the night there and then she'll come and fetch me in the morning. So the person that was on the phone, it was Mama Kantoko's. I was like, hello. She's like, am I speaking to Umpo? So my mom used to call me Umpo. That's the name that she gave me. So she asked me, am I speaking to Umpo? And then I said, yeah. She said, I was like, oh, okay. I gave my grandma a phone. I told her, it's my mom's number, but it's not my mom. But this person wants to speak to someone that is older. And then my grandma said, okay. I put the phone on loudspeaker. And then she said, hello. And then my grandma said, hi. And then she asked, Ungu Gampo. And then my grandma said, yes. And then she said, bengikhuluma ngifuna ukwazisa ukuthi unoxolo ushonile. That's my mom's name. Her name is Ntomboxolo Makeke. And then my grandmother didn't understand what does the word ushonile means. Me, I understood, like, the moment it hit, I understand, but that means she's gone. Like, she's dead. And then I started crying. That day, that scream. You know, like Eastern Cape, when you start crying, like, out loud, we as neighbors, that's how loud I was. Was neighbors to come and ask what's going on. Because my grandmother was old. So I think maybe something bad happened to her or she died or something. But when they came, they saw she's still sitting there on the chair. And she couldn't understand what's going on. She's asking me, why am I crying? Me, I'm like, I couldn't speak. I couldn't explain at that moment. But I couldn't explain at that moment, bah, what was going on. And the person is still on the phone. Maganda was still on the phone. And then my grandmother was like, uthini na wena? Like, uthini le nto uyithethayo? Utheni walilisa umntana? Like, uthini le nto uyithethayo? And then she was like, ma, unoxolo ushonile and it's been long eshonile and ungcwatshiwe. What the fuck? Ungcwatshiwe kanjani? Like, who buried her? Whoa. Oh, Nkosi yami. And then she said that the hospital that she was admitted in, after eshonile, they tried to reach out for a family, but they couldn't find anyone. But at the end, they found a brother yakhe. That's what she said. They found the brother, and the brother was in jail. And at that moment, I don't know anyone from my mom's side. I only met her sister, but we were still young. Both of us, even her sister was still young. I was also still young. And I also met my grandma, but I don't know them that much. Then Babona, because she will only take me to go and visit. I won't even spend the night. She would take me to go and visit and see her mom and see sister yake. She would take me back to her house. I didn't ask anything. I was still young. I was not asking, why are you not staying with why are you not staying with, like, I didn't ask anything. So she told me that they tried reaching out for family members. They found the brother, my mom's brother, my mom's older brother. They found him, and then he said that they can go ahead and bury her. He's in jail, so he can't go and claim the body. No problem. Then she told us that government buried her. Okay, abantu came, they tried calming me down so that they can get more information on what's going on and stuff. And then she dropped the phone. And then the following day, we had to go and look for my mom's family. Because once when she was in Eastern Cape, she took me to Eqong. There's ilalis aseqonce. People that are staying in Eastern Cape, they know Eqong. There's a place that is called Eqong. So my mom once took me there, and then she showed me this house, and then she said it's a parent's house, and there was Omnyu Makulu that was staying there, but it was not my grandmother. It was like another grandma. And then she told me that this is my home. That's what she said to me. But I didn't understand, because each and every time my mom would go to Eastern Cape, she used to spend the time in like Kotatam, no Makulwam, and then she'll go back to her job. She won't go Kokwabo. So I didn't understand ba Kokwabo njani. No problem. So I had to try and remember indlela that was going there. And lucky enough, I remembered all the way. And then we went there, and there was this Lomakulu wayephana nomzukulwana wakhe and her older daughter. And then I went with my mom. There's another lady that used to stay like as a neighbor yasekhaya. She used to help me with everything. She knew my mom. She used to help me with like when I started my period, putting a pad. She's the one that taught me how to put a pad. Like she's the one that showed me that you have to use the roll-on goku. Like when in Welezam, you know, my Eastern Cape, when you're staying with your grandmother, when it's time to do your hair, she doesn't think of anything than cutting your hair. She was the one that was helping me with my hair, like doing my hair and stuff. So I went with her to my grandma, to my mom's house, to my mom's parents' house. We went there. We explained to them what was going on. Someone called me telling me that my mom died, this and that. And they also couldn't understand, because my mom had their contact, why they did not contact them so that they can claim a body and then bazoyingcwaba and stuff. Now when we were trying to call this lady again, she was no longer, like, the phone was going on voicemail this time around. She was no longer picking up a phone. In fact, she switched it off. It was no longer going through. So I stayed for years. I stayed for years telling myself that my mom died and the hospital buried her. That's all I was telling myself all these years. So years goes by, and there's nothing that I can do, because and there's nothing that I can do. I stayed knowing that she died and the hospital buried her. That's all I knew. That's all I know. Even today, that's all I know. The hospital buried her. That's all I know. So the years go by. My grandmother dies. She died. May her soul rest in peace. My grandmother died, and I had to move from Eastern Cape and come and stay in Cape Town. I had to come and stay with my stepmom and my father. I started staying with them. I continued, because I was not finished with school. I had to continue. I came here. I started studying here. I continued with school. So after I finished, before I do my matric, I struggled a lot to get an ID, because I didn't have a birth certificate. I didn't have anything. I didn't get social. Even that time, like when I was still staying with my grandmother, I don't know why was she not asking for my stuff. Because even at school, when it's time to go, you know, most school you get a birth certificate if you're baleka or something. But me, I was not that active. I only played netball, but not that much. I was like, bendithanda umculo kakhulu esikolweni. So even at school, when they'll ask for a birth, but I didn't have Mama wahamba nazo. I don't know why, because she left me behind most, but she took the stuff. So even my grade 12, I struggled to get an ID. Me and my father were doing up and down. I had to change my surname. I had to change my name, because like I was using his surname, so I had to change each and everything so that my father can be the one that is doing a... Why am I shaking? Okay, so that my father will be the one that is doing a passport. Why am I saying passport? So my father will be the one that is doing a ID for me. So I ended up going to social workers. Like, it was a long process, but at the end I got my ID. I did my matric. So after matric, I took a gap year. I stayed at home. So this one day I told myself that, so this other day I told myself that, let me just go online. Like, let me just try and search on Facebook or something. Like, because like now I was growing older and I missed it a lot, even today. Even today I still miss it, but yeah, there's nothing I can do. I used to miss it a lot, so I was like, let me just so I was like, let me just try and look for her on Facebook. So I tried typing my cake on Facebook, looking for her. I found this other lady. I didn't find anything that has to do with her. I only find this other lady, all to find out it's my mom's sister. So I found her, and then we started talking, me and her, back and forth. And then she told me that she's my mom's sister, this and that, she's been looking for me, this and that. Okay, no problem. I went and then we decided that, let me go there at Joburg to go and see her. We arranged a transport to go to Joburg. She sent me, remember this, I don't even know this person. I just have a flashback. I have a memory that, okay, my mom had a younger sister and her name was this. And this person is saying, igama like this. So I was like, let me just try. I tried. I went there, Joburg. I took a bus. She bought me a ticket. I took a bus. I went to Joburg. I saw her. And then she took me to her house. She's staying in Jamestown. We went to Jamestown, around the belt, to her house. All along, it's okay, it's Andwam. She took me to her house in Jamestown, around the belt. Ndahlala naye, like, we tried looking for my mom. Because when the figure pana, like, now I had a change of mind. Because she told me a different version of a story, but she never knew that her sister died. She just told me that there is this guy that was looking for my mom years ago, not like long ago, before I reached out. And this guy told her that the last time I saw your sister, she was pregnant. The last time we were together, she was pregnant with twins, my babies. And the year that my like sister my mom was telling me, and the year that this lady called me saying that my mom died, they are not matching. She called me before and then telling me that my mom died. The year that this guy was looking for my mom was after this person told me that my mom died. So that's why when I was starting the story saying that I am the only child that I know of, but I don't think I'm the only child that she had. I am the only child that I know of. And I am the only child that my mom's sister knows, only me. And what hurts me the most is that the first time she saw me, she was like, Mpo, you look exactly like my sister. And then I was asking myself that if ever like my mom knew when she saw me that we look alike, like even besides looking alike, like how does she sleep at night if ever she's still out there? How do you sleep at night knowing that you have a child that is somewhere else, that you, like I have a kid right now, I have a daughter, I can't even spend much time without her. But for Yena, it was just way easy to just ditch me and go. If ever like she left me because I was demanding stuff, like you could have just talked about it. If ever like she was running out of money, she was just supposed to tell me that, look, like I can't afford this, I can't afford this, so that I will know bakwenzeka ntoni. Because at this moment I'm left with question asking myself that what is it that I did for her to leave me like this? Because abandon me and go. What did I do? But it's okay. There's nothing I can do about it. In the years now, I am old, I have kids, I'm married, but she's nowhere to be found. Even if I try on Facebook, I can't find her. I don't know if she's still out there living her life, or maybe she died that year that they said she died in. I have this part in me that believes that she's still out there, because the dreams that I have, like the dreams that I always have about her, they're not showing that it's someone that is dead. Like each and every time I have dream about, like I dream about her, but I don't see, like his dreams, and they don't show that she's dead. I don't know, or maybe it's my mind, it's playing games with me, I don't know. Maybe I miss her so much, I don't know. Because at this point, I am old, and I'm losing some of the memories that we had, me and her. So I don't know, guys. I don't know if she's still out there. I don't know. If she's really dead, I don't know. Even me, I'm still wondering. Because at this point, I don't know whether, because I have that fear in me. If ever like I go out there and go and look for her, and then she'll tell me that I didn't leave you in the street. I didn't leave you in the street. I left you with your grandmother, and I left you with your father. So why are you looking for me? I have that fear in me, but I have that belief that she's not dead. Like that's how I feel. Like I believe that she's not dead. I believe that she's out there. Or maybe it's me not wanting to accept that she's gone. I don't know. But I don't know. That's how my story is. That's how I find out that she died. But I don't believe that story, that she's really gone. I feel like one day I'll see her on TV or somewhere trying and looking for me. One day I'll see a message popping up on Facebook saying, I am your mom. I've been looking for you, this and that. But every time I'm checking on my request messages or on people that are trying to be my friends on Facebook, I don't see her. So I don't know. And also maybe I have like siblings out there that I don't know of, because I never got a chance to meet them. If what my aunt was telling me is true, I do have siblings out there that I don't know of. But if it was a lie, I don't know. But with my aunt, we still like communicate. But the last time I went to her, it was that time I only went in Joburg. I never went to her again. I think it was 2019. That was the last time I saw her. And yeah, guys, that's how my story ends. Till today, I haven't found closure. I don't know if she's really gone or she's still out there. I don't know. And there's this other thing. This other day, there was this lady. She asked me, where's your mom? I was like, she's at home. Because I thought she's referring to my stepmom, because I call my stepmom mom. So I was like, she's at home. She was like, your mom, like, mama kokuzalayo. And then I said, I don't know. Someone told me that she died. So I don't know if she really died or not. And that lady didn't explain much. Why is she asking and stuff? Because I didn't wanted anything. Like I had this anger in me that is asking myself that even if I did whatever that I did, be angry ntombazana for 2 years and come back if ever like you needed a break from me. 2 years or a year and come back. Iminyaka mingaka, like after all these years, you are so angry. If ever you are like you are still alive. That's why like I was always angry. That's why I didn't even want it to, because people, they were like, go and look for her on Kumlekai and stuff. Maybe that's how you get it closure, or maybe that's how you reach this Mama Kantokos. And there's a lot of Mama Kantokos in Joburg. The thing is that I don't remember the same name. They are saying maybe that's how you reach this Mama Kantokos, and she will explain to you much further, and then you find a closure. But I had that anger in me, so I didn't want to even go and look for her in Kumblekai or anything like that. But now I'm a grown woman. Yes, it's not like I need her in my life, but just for a closure, so that I'll know that yeah, she's gone. That's all, you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Love you.